All right, ladies and gentlemen, bringing you some more BVU esports action tonight. I'm going to be your host one more time here this week. The infamous JV Band JV coming to you with Overwatch action again here tonight with our Overwatch Navy team running here this evening. I'm very excited to bring to you tonight's action. Again, I know if anyone was on the Rainbow Six Siege stream last night, said we were going to have Navy on Thursday, and we still are going to have Navy on Thursday. Don't go anywhere for that one. You want to have to come back tomorrow if you want to see that. But tonight, also getting Overwatch Navy. I know 2 nights in a row. It's extraordinary. It's awesome. They have a rescheduled match for tonight, so that's why we're coming back to you guys here. And tonight's featured matchup is going to be, of course, your BVU Navy team and Rogers State. Both teams walk into this matchup 1-3 as they near the end of the season, trying to play 7 games. And again, both 1-3, so they're both 4 games in, looking to make a statement tonight. And while we got you here, just want to give a big shout out to everyone who's currently watching, and to everybody, hopefully that will come in later tonight. And just had a quick confirm, Rogers State, the Hillcats. I've heard a lot of names out there, but Hillcats, that's another first. Add that to the ball knowledge. And, of course, let's go look at that Hillcat roster. So, of course, starting things off there on the left side in the blue on your screen, we have Awesome Donkey, Hyper, Blind Wolf, Boxed In. I'm going to go Boxed In. If I'm saying it wrong and someone from Rogers State's in the chat, let me know. Always let me know if I'm saying it wrong. And Olivia K, 2005. We could probably shorten it just to Livy K there, I think. And for your Beavers, going to be running very similar lineup. I think this is just our normal Navy team lineup here. We have, of course, Wax Chunks, 954, Ice Storm, Aquafina, Poetic Muse, and Jupiter to round things off. And for everyone watching, I don't know, hopefully you guys weren't watching the Rocket League stream. Had some technical difficulties. I was talking to the people who were running that one. Your Rocket League Navy team, I would say, would have ended about half an hour ago, going down 4-0 to the Montana Silver team. Again, that's Montana University, the Grizzlies. And your Beaver Navy team for Rocket League finishing 3rd in their division for, I'm pretty confident, that was NECC. So finishing the season on a pretty decent note. Or, I don't know. They were talking about fighting for 2nd and 3rd. Could have been 2nd to last week. I thought it was the last week. Honestly, wish I had more information for you at the current moment. Unfortunately, I do not. But make sure you guys don't go anywhere. Gonna get some character bans out of the way. And some of those other fun things. But again, make sure you guys don't go anywhere. Overwatch action coming up here shortly. Hope everyone is excited as I am. All right, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you tonight, your first game here with our just a nice little point capture map. Again, your NECC Overwatch rules going to be best of 5. So usually we see a lot of best of 3, but tonight, again, best of 5. Gonna have to win 3 games. And this first one, pretty simple. There is 1 point that both teams are gonna be fighting for here in game number 1. Trying to see who can take control over the point. Big shout out, hey, Mama Storm 07. Big, you know, I be loving it when all the moms are in the chat. Rainbow Six Siege got Mama T. Overwatch teams got Mama Storm. I love it. I love seeing it. And let's get on the action here. Blind Wolf are going to go down. Jupiter with 2 kills for your Beavers to start things off. Aquafina, Ice Storm also getting into the action. And an immediate team kill coming out from the Navy team here. An immediate destruction as they already take over the point here in the middle of the map. Just an immediate start to this match. I didn't know what we were gonna see. Certainly wasn't that, but it was pretty awesome. I won't lie. Hyper taking down Wax Chunk to start things off. We have, of course, Aquafina. Gonna be watching them a lot because they're our tank player for the Beavers, and they take down Awesome Donkey. Boxed in, takes down Ice Storm. Just trading kills to start. And Aquafina running around. There's Boxed in. They're going to fall down too. And Hyper also, they take down Wax Chunk, both playing the Cassidy right now. But it seemed great for the Hillcats. Again, that's a strange name to have to remember. But don't worry, I got you, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. Aquafina takes down Blind Wolf, trying to keep on keeping on. 55% and counting for your Beavers. A great second opening statement. 2 team fights, 2 team kills for the Beavers. And now trying to get in. Let's go take a look at Blind Wolf, and they take down Poetic Muse there. Hyper on the other side of the map. And some big ults coming in. Aquafina goes down. And it looks to be pretty good here for the Hillcats. Wax Chunk gonna fall to Hyper again. Hyper has had a lot of kills early on here in game 1. Jupiter gonna fall down to Awesome Donkey. And just watching Blind Wolf 3 ults for either side after that team fight. And Ice Storm saw it a little bit, but unable to do any big damage and help out their squad. So now the Beavers going to have to come back in. Aquafina trying their best to move in first, but some spears by the Orisa. And here we go, an Orisa ult. Trying to force away the Beavers to have to recover and regroup. If you look at Wax Chunk, they have the ult, but when are they deciding to use it? Blind Wolf goes down. A little bit of a teleport. Beautiful stuff from Ice Storm to teleport the Beavers into our point. And this point already getting taken. 93, 94. Trying to hit 100. And another huge ult, but the objective is secured anyway. Ice Storm takes on Livy right before what would have been a huge team fight. And now, this is not game 1. I didn't want to confuse anybody. Still best of 3. Or, excuse me, best of 5 overall. But this type of game mode is best of 3 specifically. So, there's up to 3 rounds in game 1. That was the first one. For anyone that's confused, because I certainly I'm trying to confuse myself out here. But the Beavers take a nice opening stance over the Hellcats. Oh, and looking at some of our stats. 5 and 7 with a 6 there. A lot of our kills. Hyper, Blind Wolf, Awesome Donkey, and Aquafina has 11 with Ice Storm right behind them with 9. So a lot of kills coming out from your Beavers to begin. Wax Chunk looking behind now. Ice Storm on the Junkrat. Hey, big shout out to all my Junkrat players out there. One of the goofiest characters in the game. And now trying to run on Aquafina, who is currently capturing the point. And they will do it. The point right now being captured by the Beavers. Aquafina, one of the main helpers to get that done. And here on the May, just getting cooked. Awesome Donkey trying to freeze themselves to leave. Now, shout out all those AOT references. Can't quite say who, but if you know, you know. Oh my days. Hyper walks right in front of Jupiter and gets taken down. But with the tank switch, Blind Wolf now on Reinhardt. Swinging the hammer and goes down. Ice Storm with a double kill on the point. And great stuff there. Keeps the point alive for the Beavers. And things could not be going smoother to start round 2. Oh, wait for it. There we go. 50%. Had to wait. And now we have the Junker Queen ult. I think they're going to save it because, yeah, Blind Wolf goes down. Oh, but both tanks actually are going to fall. And the Hellcats actually are going to be able to take this. And they reclaim the point for themselves, trying to build percent on their end. Had a good team fight win. Now looking to defend. Oh, big shout out to Awesome Donkey. They got a little penguin suit on. Sorry, penguins, they're just fire. Gotta love them. As we see the Awesome Donkey with the awesome ult. Didn't quite get any kills, but they let her rip. And now Awesome Donkey by themselves, hiding in the ice, trying to live as long as they can. And yeah, immediately going down afterward. Jupiter going to be credited for the final hit. And back in point possession are the Beavers. Reclaiming what they once had. $78 and climbing. Hyper's gonna fall. We saw Aquafina, and they gotta run away. They gotta try to live. Good dragged around. Blind Wolf getting attacked from all angles. The shield. Oh my days! Look at that great work there by Buxton, healing up everybody from the Hellcats. Keeping their tanks alive, keeping, well, honestly, everybody alive. And now the Beavers on the back end of things. How is Aquafina going to survive this one? The answer is, yeah, not a 1v5. You know, unless you're the GOAT, 1v5s are not the easiest to come by. And with just one ult on the Beaver side, almost 3. Right now we have 2 and like 2.9. For the Hellcats. The Hellcats, right? Roger State. All you got to do is hold on. But, oh my goodness! Are you serious? Hyper! Credited with 2, but pretty much helped for 3. A massive, massive explosion of damage there from the Reaper Blossom. Keeps the Beavers out yet one more time here in this team fight. And that was a great sequence, right? Sometimes, look, every team wants the team kill where you get rid of all 5. But not every time you need to. That time, that Reaper Blossom by Hyper was able to get 3 and push the Beavers away. Still doing exactly what they wanted. And speaking of getting 3 kills, the Beavers do just that. Now the Navy team walking in. Oh, coming in from Wax Chunk, trying to get some kills. Didn't get any. Jupiter Look at him. We've reached overtime. 99% from both sides. First team to be able to contest this longer. Nobody, and I mean nobody from Rogers State is here. A great team kill to finish things off. And Navy team, their Buena Vista Navy Overwatch 2, going to take home game number 1 and lead our set tonight 1-0. And we're going to watch our play of the game by Ice Storm. And no ults needed for this one. They take down Hyper, take down Awesome Monkey, and they take down Blind Wolf. The triple kill right before they pushed in for the final team kill, all set up by our main man, Ice Storm. And a good way to end round 1 for your Beavers, looking to get their second win of the season here in NECC. Make sure you guys don't go anywhere. We're going to have more Overwatch coming to you temporarily. Going to take a momentary break.
Entering King's Row. Initiating match.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, back here, game number 2. Your Beavers take a 1-0 lead after our first map. You can see on the top of your scorebook here. And now we're moving on to King's Row, a hybrid map. Starting off very similar to what we saw in the first game, where they're going to have to take over a point. And then, of course, after, we're going to have to push the payload. And your Beaver is going to start on the offense this time. A big shout out to all my Roadhog players, though. Well, a little sidetrack. I be loving Roadhog. What a silly little fun character. Also, big shout out. Everyone typing in the chat. Got some Ice Storm love going on. Go Beavers also in the chat. Hey, I also like to say go Beavers. That's what we do here on stream. Got a slightly different comps than last time. With Aquafina, like I mentioned, on Roadhog. Love to see that come back. Waxstrung now on Widowmaker. Ice Storm also switching it up. Here for game 2 on, again, King's Row. And let's begin. Aquafina trying to move in. Trying to create some space here. But Blind Wolf on the Orisa right now, throwing another spear. They were playing Orisa last time. Makes sense they would run it again. Very close end to game number 1. Had 99% from both teams on that point. Barely went to the Beavers. And finally our first kills. Hyper going to get a kill with Aquafina until Blind Wolf comes in. Steals one for themselves. And the Hellcats going to push back our Beavers to begin things here on the hybrid map. As you can see on the top of your screen, there is a timer going down. And that timer, of course, the time that you have to take this first point. And they'll be getting some extra time if the Beavers can, of course, take this point. And we're going to see an immediate swap from Aquafina, now playing Mauga. Seeing them play Mauga quite a bit here on some of our past streams. So not shocking to see them switching it up. Blind Wolf did get their ult, but weren't able to use it. Hyper and Waxstrung also going in and get kills. And Ice Storm credited on Blind Wolf. Finishes up, and there's Hyper again. Going down by Waxstrung this time. And while Awesome Donkey's hiding in the ice, the point was captured, and there it is. Should be good to go unless the Hellcats can touch, and I don't think they will this time. As the payload is now ready to be escorted by your Beavers. So with 4.5 minutes, there are two, well, I guess technically one checkpoint. Almost said 2, but I guess the second one's you're done. So, and Aquafina just stuck. That was a beautiful ice wall by Awesome Donkey. Didn't let Aquafina retreat back to their team. Ended up getting the kill on the tank, and once the tank is gone, as you can see here from Waxstrung, having to retreat just a little bit. As Poetic Muse is going to fall, and the team kill. Almost team kill for the Hellcats and Roger State. 3.5 minutes left to go. Beavers finally have someone back on point. Be looking to take down Blind Wolf, who has been playing great. Start game 2. Blind Wolf shooting in, firing those spears. Doesn't get a kill. Awesome Donkey, I think letting the ult rip. Couldn't get any kills, but pushes the Beavers back. And sometimes on maps like, or on modes like Hybrid, you're just trying to waste as much time as possible. And they did it right there. However, Poetic Muse, Aquafina switching to now their 3rd character of game 2. I'm fairly confident this is Zarya. Go ahead and just tell me in the chat if I'm wrong. Could have swore it was Zarya here. Wish I knew my names just a little bit better, but all good. As Aquafina, third character, might be the choice. As we see the payload being pushed over halfway through the bar. On top of your screen, 3 people still on point. The Hellcats are ready to try to defend. They're pushing in with everybody. Ice Storm does get a kill on Hyper. Aquafina barely saved by 2 players. Keep it on. Blind Wolf getting attacked from multiple angles. Poetic Muse takes on Awesome Donkey from behind. I presume just after they left their ice confinements. 5-player kill streak here for Aquafina as Poetic Muse and Ice Storm. I guess I don't know if it was for Aquafina, but they got it in general. Pushed past the objective, and now 3 minutes remain. Here for game 2, no more added time for the Beavers now that they've reached past the checkpoint. And the interesting part about game modes like these, like, yes, the Hellcats are, they're getting pushed back, but their spawn is much closer to where the payload sits rather than at the beginning when it was much further away. Again, still waiting for the ult from Aquafina. Big grouping in front of them. And they can't get any kills. So many players on low health. And finally, Blind Wolf goes down. Could be big for the Beavers until Hyper uses their ult, gets a double kill. Not letting the Beavers push in too far. Payload going a tad further here by Aquafina. 2 minutes left. Blind Wolf is back. I'm waiting for this gravity. Maybe waiting to set it up, but 3 ults sitting for the Hellcats, and we're gonna see them right there. Won by Blind Wolf. And a triple kill to finish things. You know what? Never mind. Blind Wolf doesn't want that. They want 1 more, and they get them. So 4 kills, which eventually turned into a team kill. Pushes the Beavers away. 90 seconds left for the Beavers to push on offense. Coming down to the wire now. Jupiter able to escape. Blind Wolf kind of just not even worried as they take down Jupiter as they're trying to escape. Awesome Donkey this time. And Ice Storm, are you serious? Triple kill. Blind Wolf then gonna go down as well. No, they're not. I thought they were. They were at 3 health, and finally they are gonna go down. I was a little bit too eager there. And the payload being pushed. Is it gonna be enough? No. Contested. Just barely. Only a few meters to go. Boxing goes down. Aquafina with a pair of kills. Right behind them. I think Waxstone maybe got one before they died. Livy trying to keep him around. But Livy then falls immediately afterward. Ice Storm with the kill there. 2.6 meters left. Hyper boxed in. Both falling, but Blind Wolf is here to defend. 10 seconds remaining. Got to do their best to bring everyone else in. Blind Wolf goes down. Livy trying to make things work. Oh my goodness, everybody keeps touching from the Hellcats. And barely with no time remaining. Your Beavers are going to get it done. I don't know if you can read down the bottom left corner, but crazy contest indeed. The Hellcats forcing no time remaining from our Beavers. And now we're going to swap offense and defense now, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be able to see Rogers State try their hand at trying to make it to the end. And so Roger State obviously has to put it to the end. If they do not, your Beavers will be able to take game 2. And if they do make it to the end, usually you take what remaining time you have left and both teams try again to see how far can you go with the time remaining. But the Beavers obviously, as we saw, no time remaining. So they have to go instant overtime. Obviously not the easiest of circumstances. So if the Hillcats are able to make it to the end with pretty much, I wouldn't say any time remaining, but if they have a decent amount, I'd say like maybe even 30 seconds would be enough, they could come out with a win here. So it's all up to how good can this Beaver defense stall. We're about to find out. Awesome Donkey going to take a lot of damage here early on. And Big Ice Storm, right? You know, holding to their name, also going to be on the May here on defense. And this time, Aquafina's in on the action right before they go down. 2 kills from the Hillcats. One of them Blind Wolf now. Hyper and Boxed In also coming in. Jupiter goes down. Team kill. An instant perfection from the Hillcats. They're going to immediately take this point and start the pushing of the payload. Instantly getting a good amount of time back. 5.5 minutes now for Roger State to push and make it to the end. Blind Wolf taking a lot of damage. 140 now, getting healed from behind. And no, goes down. Wax Chunk, I think, going to be credited for Blind Wolf, but Wax Chunk and Ice Storm combining for 3. I wouldn't necessarily, I don't know if it was a full team kill, but forcing the team to retreat. And the Beavers, great start after, again, you led up the point, you let them get it, but you're not too worried about it. A big team fight to begin things until there's another team fight. Oh my goodness, I think the whole thing lasted like 3 seconds. Blind Wolf with 3. Hyper and Boxed In also getting in on the action, and immediately the Beavers are going down. A lot of time left on this table for the Hillcats. And things are looking good here for Roger State. They have just been able to put their foot down, or so it seems. Coming in with some team synergy. But now Aquafina using the gravity, trying to get their ult, and nothing coming from that. Not, unfortunately, being the best outcome. Aquafina doesn't get a kill, but the rest of the Beavers are down. 3 down. Wax Chunk's low. Aquafina goes down. And ends up not being a full team kill, but now at the objective. Hillcats increasing their time 5 minutes to push the remainder of this journey for the payload. Really, I honestly haven't seen anything too negative so far from the Hillcats here on offense. Looking to push this payload to the end immediately. Aquafina goes down, and yep, Hyper Boxed In. I'm not sure what happened to Aquafina. They could have fallen somewhere. I think, yeah, there's a ramp and there's a hole there, so he could have fallen to his death. I think that's what happened. A team kill. And 2-1. There we go. Domination from Roger State. Taken offense with 4 minutes and 27 seconds. I was like, oh, 30 seconds would definitely be enough. But, yeah, I think 4.5 minutes, pretty good. I don't know. Again, I don't know what we're going to be able to see from the Beavers here. The defense just not defending. I don't know if it was the comp, even though I've seen them run this comp before on defense, so I'm not quite sure what's going on. But, like, just not a lot of picks. not a lot of good healing when needed, right? They are healing, just wasn't enough. Just the offensive output from the Hillcats just too good that time.
Heart is pounding, traitor. Are you
And so we'll watch the Hillcats do it again. Trying to push as far as they can go with 4.5 minutes. And honestly, I don't even know if they even used 4.5 minutes the last time they were here. So could be a struggle for the Beavers to try to do this one more time.
How did you become so miserable?
Of course, your big key word there is could.
Overwatch?
But I love
Blackstone
playing
gonna switch
Overwatch.
off. Now playing
Feels like you
Bastion.
make a difference.
Big shout out to all my Bastion players out there. Aquafina running Orisa. I don't know if they were, yeah, they were using more Junker Queen than Orisa. Last game, I don't know if they even switched to it, but this time they are. And everyone else staying. All right, here we go. Trying to make it. Ice Storm already falling to Hyper. Awesome Donkey trying to get in from behind. Get a snag, and he does. Blind Wolf going to take down Aquafina. Livy takes down Jupiter. And immediately, Blind Wolf one more time. The team kills Fast and Furious. And immediately, yeah, with 0 seconds left, there's nothing that your Beavers could do. And game 2, going to go to Rogers State. Yeah, Blind Wolf play of the game. Not surprised by this one. Let's go ahead and see what our play of the game is looking like tonight. He's running there with the shield. Uses the ult. Pushes everybody back. That was the massive, massive, massive team kill we saw early on in their attacking journey as soon as they started pushing the payload. And so after game 2, things all knotted up at 1. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be back with game 3 here shortly. Make sure you guys don't go anywhere. We got some great overtime action coming to you here soon.
to Rialto. Initiating match.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, game 3 on the way here in Rialto. Going to be running the Escort game mode for everyone watching at home right now. And of course, Escort, if you guys remember pushing the payload, think of it like that, but that's just it. Don't have to get a point first, don't have to do any of that. You simply start pushing. And we watched game 2. It seemed that the escorting part really favored the Hillcats. Their defense, they did let the Beavers make it to the end, but with no time remaining for them to do anything. And then we saw the Beavers try to defend, and it was just crazy work. Rogers State was able to just get in there and do almost whatever they wanted. So hopefully we do not see a repeat performance here in game 3. Going to be pretty pivotal. Again, 2-1 instead of 1-2. Crazy difference. I promise you that much. All things considered. Anyway, we're going to be on Aquafina to start running the Diva. First time we've seen that tonight. But they just get slammed here by Blind Wolf running Reinhardt once again. We've already seen a little bit of Reinhardt action from them tonight. And running one more time here on Rialto. This is not a map I get to see a whole lot, so I'm glad that they got to choose it. Throwing in some new ball knowledge for me. Hey, Mama of a Beaver in the chat. Roll Beavs. I do be wanting our Beavers to be rolling. Hopefully they can get it done here in game 3. Oh my goodness, Aquafina pushed off not one, but 2 players. And then Aquafina gets a 3rd kill. What kind of sorcery is this? Now trying to take down Livy. Wax Chunk running in to finish him off. And now the Beavers can start to push that payload. As soon as Mama of a Beaver pulled up in the chat, everything started to work better. All I'm saying, Beaver fans, you guys should be typing in the chat too. Maybe we'll start cooking even more than we already were. And now Blind Wolf is back, holding the shield. Aquafina running straight at him, not worried about it whatsoever. But taking a lot of damage. Hopefully gets healed. Saved by 2 players. Wax Chunk falls. Aquafina just narrowly trying to survive, but couldn't do it. Awesome Donkey with a pair of kills. Boxed in, coming in for number 3. And the payload has been pushed back one more time. Minute 45 left before the first checkpoint. Looking back on Blind Wolf here. Juno, Poetic Muse, got stunned. Hopefully they don't die. Boxed in, gets taken down by Ice Storm. Blind Wolf trying to run away as they take down Ice Storm in return. 4-on-4. Jupiter goes down as well. Yep, everyone healing, and now the tank. Yep, Waxstorm trying their best to get some revenge. Levi Ackerman style. Couldn't do it as they swung their sword. Another team kill, and now a pause coming out from the Beavers. I think we're going to have to take a tech pause from Jupiter. Or no, Jupiter's saying it. And yeah, the computer crashed. Very unfortunate. This is not the first time we've had to see this. Hopefully it's not because one of those silly Microsoft updates. We did see that a couple of weeks ago. But hey, Aquafina, it could be Aquafina's mom. My boy, that's what she's saying. That's what I'm gonna go with right now. Trying to cheer our team on to victory. But as of right now, we're going to stick with the tech pause. Make sure you guys keep on watching. I don't know how long this is going to take. We've had a couple of these before. Poetic Muse joining back up, so it could just be a few moments. I'm going to mute myself quick. Make sure you guys don't go anywhere. Not even going to put it on the break screen for you. We'll be back here in a couple of moments. All right, returning to our action. Poetic Muse, luckily able to come on back. Sometimes computers be a little silly, and that time they just kicked out Poetic Muse, but luckily they're able to come back and not have to be disqualified. So we'll continue where we left off, and right now, Blind Wolf does not like where they left off, taking a lot of damage. Hyper takes down Poetic Muse. Good kill off, and here we go. We had the tanks battling. Ice Storm came from below. Unventure couldn't do it. Wax Chunk and Ice Storm falling. Poetic Muse going to die as well. Aquafina kind of by their lonesome. Just trying to live as long as possible. The Beavers did hit the, I thought they hit the checkpoint. So 2.5 minutes left. They got some back. As we see a huge team fight victory. Ice Storm going to be back on Junkrat. With a pair of kills. Pushing away the Hellcats. 2 minutes remaining. But already near halfway towards the second objective. Aquafina throwing the spear. Trying to maybe reflect something. Couldn't get it. Now the shield throwing another spear. Aquafina. Not doing a lot of damage. Oh no! Huge play by Blind Wolf. I think that was their ult trying to knock everybody up into the air, but no kills. It does push them away from the payload. So it ends up being a good option. Awesome Donkey going to fall. Jupiter credited with the final hit. Just over a minute remaining. Aquafina pushing. Trying to move Blind Wolf. Here we go. The Orisa ult. Can we see any kills from it? Hyper with 2. Right before they get taken down by Aquafina. And now as soon as Aquafina falls. Just getting pushed away right now are our Beavers. Under a minute left. About 50 seconds. And again, our Navy team close to the objective. But we've seen it all night from the Hellcats. They are not letting these last couple of meters be taken from them. Not without a huge fight anyway. Hey, big shout. Hey, Mama Beaver's still in the chat. Yeah, hey, Aquafina is her son. Hey, big shout out, right? We have a lot of moms in the chat. It's fun to see. Fully my mom would show up in the chat. Big shout out to my mom. I said that yesterday. I'm going to say it again. Big shout out. Love you, Mom. And Blind Wolf does go down. Jupiter and Wax Chunk combining to get a pair of kills. And the payload should be able to reach the second objective with 0 time remaining. But they'll get, I think, yes, 90 seconds. So another 90 seconds for the Beavers to push it all the way to the end. But if we know anything from this Rogers State squad, they're going to contest and contest. We're talking prime Matthew Dellavedova on Curry. They're not letting anybody breathe. Ice Storm takes down Blind Wolf, and Hyper's gonna fall too. This could be a huge team fight win as Wax Chunk with Awesome Donkey being taken out. The Hellcat's gonna have to regroup. Back down to 50 seconds before the Beavers got extra time from reaching the second checkpoint. 35 seconds now. Don't have to rush it here, but super close to the finish. I don't know who's going to take it. We do have the ult, the Reinhardt ult. We're going to see it. Earth Shatter. Stuns 2 people. Ice Storm. Oh my days. Oklahoma drill from Reinhardt. Not what you want to see. Looking like prime Jerome Bettis. Hyper. Awesome Donkey getting 3. No, now 4. And a team kill from the Hellcats. And with 3 seconds, someone has to touch. And they're not going to be able to get it done this time. Your Beavers very close to reaching the end, but couldn't quite do it. So 2 points with a final distance of 75.82 meters. And now your Beavers are going to have to go on the defense. And unfortunately, last time we saw them on the defense here for escorting things, it was all Hellcats from the beginning. They got in super early. They got big kills, taking out tanks, and then moving on to the rest of the squad.
Ready for battle.
So hopefully our Beavers can rewrite some of those woes here in game number 3. Again, super decisive game as your score on the top tied 1-1. And a 2-1 win, or 2-1 lead for either team is going to go a long ways. For physical stuff, for mentals, for confidence, all sorts of things. You're going to want to try to take this game 3. And so here we go. Let's begin. Ice Storm going to stay on the Junkrat. Sorry, I just have to shout out Junkrat. Very awesome and fun character to run. And unfortunately, we saw Roadhog for like 30 seconds. We haven't seen the greatest character of all time, Winston, unfortunately. But we've gotten close with some of these other character picks. Starting on the point. Blind Wolf trying to lead the charge. Holding up the shield. Couple people behind him. Aquafina looking in for the first kill. No one has died yet. I'm sure it'll only be a matter of moments, and there it is. Hyper takes down Wax Chunk in the Ditto, no less. Both playing the same character here. As we have swapped offense and defense from both sides. Awesome Donkey takes down Ice Storm. And starting to push back Aquafina, not necessarily by themselves, but they get stuck. Oh my goodness. These May walls from Awesome Donkey have been so good. They push again, right? They just hold the tanks. They hold, maybe not even tanks. They just hold players in front of that wall, getting ping pong back and forth. And already through the first objective are the Hellcats. And hey, my mom of a beaver. Look, I have gotten the privilege to be able to hear Aquafina's commentary a couple of times myself. And it is some of the most flyer commentary I've had the pleasure of hearing. I've done a lot of commentary in my past, but not everything gets to be so analytical, so smart, right? If only I knew more things. I'm just a loud guy. But these guys know what they're doing. They know what they're talking about. And speaking of knowing what we're doing, Aquafina's switching to the Mauga here and a big stomp. I really hope that's not a Cowboys jersey. Sorry, just had to throw it out there. Go Birds, by the way. Unrelated. But the Mauga Pig doing great. Big stomp. And he's going for a second stomp. You thought Reinhardt was the only person who could charge? No. Aquafina going to do just that as well. Both tanks are down, but Ice Storm and Wax Chunk, they don't care about their tank. Well, I mean, I'm sure they do, but they didn't need him that time. Able to get 2 kills immediately afterward. And trying to push back the Hillcats once more. And if you look at these ults, 3 for Roger State and 2 for your Buena Vista Beavers. And Ice Storm goes down. That was one of them. So they don't even get to use it right away yet. And then and then Wax Chunk, the other player with their ult, also going down. Sometimes it's great to hold on to it, but sometimes when you hold on to it and die, makes it even worse, unfortunately. Polar Muse is going to go down. Ice Storm trying their best to even things back up. Kind of at a tough pass for both of these teams as, oh my god, as Awesome Donkey gets punted away. Maybe let's look at Aquafina. They're going to use the Melga. Oh, put him in the chains. Put him in the cage. Trying to get some kills. Unfortunately, they weren't able to get anything done. Livy was in there with some kills. Awesome Donkey takes out Aquafina. And another great surge by Roger State. Pushing this payload even further. So you can see the end here, but if you see the other glowing stuff, kind of like a parking spot almost. That is as far as the Hillcats have to push in order to take the game home. Since now they don't have to finish, all they got to do is push further. Here we go, the Earth Shatter from Blind Wolf. Knocked up 2 people, but couldn't get any kills, and no, here's the kills. Waxton goes down, Jupiter goes down as well. Ice Storm takes down Buxton, and Blind Wolf is finally gonna fall. Under 1 meter to go for the Hillcats. So they don't have to push much farther. And the Beavers, this is going to be what could be one of their final defenses. 3 minutes left. That is a lot of time. Easily enough time to start cooking up some plans. If you're Roger State, it only takes 1 push to win. If you're there. All right, let's see it. One more team fight. Blind Wolf kind of going in from the side this time. Usually we've been seeing them going straight in, but not on this push. Hyper Awesome Donkey taking a lot of damage. One can assume from Ice Storm and the splash damage coming out. Hyper with 2 kills. Wax Chunk also going to get 1. Hyper with 3. Right before Aquafina gets to take him down with their all. Here we go with the cage. Livy goes down, but Blind Wolf looking to finish things off here. Jupiter falls. Pair of kills from Blind Wolf. Can anybody touch? Currently contested. Push a little bit further. 0.7 meters. And just too much this time. Roger State able to push in and take home game number 3. It was looking good from the beginning, but Aquafina is still going to get our play of the game. Let's go ahead and watch this one. No ult needed again. And yeah, it was the pushing of Blind Wolf and Awesome Donkey. And then I think they got a kill right afterward. So, unfortunately for the Beavers, couldn't get that one done. Did get play of the game there by Aquafina. And now your score 2-1 in favor of the Hillcats. Your Beavers are going to have to win the next 2 in a row if they want to take this one home and get their 2nd win of the regular season. But, of course, Roger State already a game closer as they also looking for their 2nd win of the season. Make sure you guys don't go anywhere. Temporary break. We'll be right back with some more Navy Overwatch action.
Initiating match.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody else watching. Coming to you with a match point game. Here it is, game 4. With our game mode now being push. Big shout out there. With our boy Bob B pushing. We had a little bit of conversation about that one a couple of times, but I promise you, his name is very clearly Bobby Pushing. Obviously, he's the GOAT. And here, again, match point right now with the Hellcats currently leading 2-1 over your Navy team. Their Navy team going to have to win games 4 and 5 to take this one home. And of course, if you're Rogers State, going to have to just win either games 4 or 5. All right, and here we go. The interesting thing about push, right? So you guys know that we were escorting payloads just a little bit while ago, where one team gets a chance to push it the whole time. Now both teams have chances to push. You can see there's our glorious king. The white robot in the middle, that is Bobby pushing, and he will be pushing. And what's, again, interesting about this game mode is that no matter where the robot's at, you have to stay next to him, and he has to walk all the way to the other side. There's like the red thing in front of you, and then there's a blue one for the other team. And he, no matter where he's at, he has to contest the entire map in order to push the other side all the way to the end. So it's weird, right? It's like escort, but if we were both escorting at the exact same time. And so here we go. No kills yet, surprisingly. Surely somebody will go down here soon. Aquafina low right now. Wax Chunk was low, and now Aquafina does go down. Blind Wolf and the rest of the Hellcats looking to capitalize. Throwing in some explosives. There's Wax Chunk. They're going to fall. Slowly but surely, Hyper's trying to get in there with the Reaper. Ice Storm in a one-on-one. Has to just run away. Blind Wolf not going to follow too far. And now Bob is indeed pushing here for the Hellcats. And just like escort, there are going to be 2 objectives. Technically one in the middle, and I guess technically the last one's also just finishing. But there's one in the middle. But you don't get extra time or anything. So you don't have to necessarily worry about it. The time is for everyone in the middle with 8 minutes remaining. And I don't know if you guys just saw that, but Hyper is, they are hypering it right now. A team kill as Bobby Pushing already reaches the checkpoint for the Hellcats. And Hyper, I think they had the Blossom. They went and ulted, and I don't think they got everybody, but I think they got 4. So again, 4 kills from Hyper. Maybe we can look already. They have 8 in total already. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Hyper, Hyper had to go calm down. Had to get taken down eventually. They were cooking a little bit too hard. Here we go. Big contest from the Beavers. 2 ults from Rogers State, but they're not going to use them. They're going to go down instead. And now our Navy team able to push in further. Trying to take Bob all the way to their side so they can start their pushing. But these walls, right? I've already talked a little bit about these ice walls from Awesome Donkey. They have indeed been awesome and Donkey the entire time. There's another good wall stopping projectiles from going through. Aquafina looking to take down Awesome Donkey. Couldn't get it. Now Blind Wolf also running Zarya. We have a little bit of a tank that'll going on, but Blind Wolf is going to get the short end of the stick. Livy's going to fall as well. Hyper trying to run away. Aquafina right on their tail. Gets him again. Aquafina with 2. No, just 1. Excuse me. There's Jupiter. Mixing up these characters just a tad bit. Jupiter takes down Hyper. But Bobby pushing. He was pushing when no one was looking. I didn't even notice where he was at. Awesome Donkey, I think, was trying to push him across the map. And look how far this man has to travel in order to get back to the Beaver side. And yeah, we'll take these the running with them. And I don't know if this is necessarily running of the Bulls type of route, but it's in Spain, and you know, I would say Bobby pushing is at least Bull size, if not larger. Even Ferdinand ain't that big. Kind of a cool little tidbit about this map. Hyper, I don't know how they're gonna live this. Oh, I don't know. They just get to you know, go invisible kind of. Can't get hit, invulnerable for a little bit. Run away, getting healed, and now, oh my goodness. The defense kind of struggling right now. Hyper able to live again, and Hyper with a double kill. Aquafina gonna go down. Awesome Donkey with another. And the Hillcats are pushing and pushing and pushing with another team kill. There's Wax Chunk. Here, we're gonna get so many team fights near the end because the spawn point is just so close. When you get this far down, Bobby pushing. Don't get contested, my friend. You gotta keep going. Of course, if you're the Hillcats. But if you're the Beavers, we don't want him to keep going. We don't want him to stop right there in his tracks. Ults coming out from Aquafina. Ice Storm goes down. They had one. Wax Chunk barely survives. They're at very low health. They also have their Cassidy all if they want to use it. Boxen died with theirs. Awesome Donkey also died with their ult. So hopefully the ult economy looking a little bit better for the Beavers. As they get the kill on Blind Wolf. Able to start pushing Bob again. But yeah, this is the unfortunate issue you have when you're down on this game mode, is just having to have the robot, my boy Bob, walk so far just to start pushing again. And now that we're down here, we're going to get a team fight right around the robot. Hyper able to run away. Everybody from Rogers State able to live. They're all getting healed quite well. Aquafina goes down. Waxon goes down. Boxed in Livy combining for some good kills. And yeah, let's get some eyes maybe on Boxed In. Haven't seen them a whole lot. Their name has been called all night, and here with their stats, 16 kills. Not even good enough for first on their team, with Hyper with 20. But of course, Hyper doesn't have any assists, and Boxed In's got 10 of them. So 26 in total. Now pushing the robot a little bit further. This could be the final push for the Hillcats. Poetic Muse goes down. Gravity out with the ult. And no one is here. Wax Chunk trying to get in. But a quick end here in game number 4. With Rogers State able to manhandle their way to the end. Combining a couple of ults for the win. Hyper gonna have your play of the game, and I know exactly where it was. It was definitely the Blossom at the beginning. And yeah, here it is. Let's get to see this one. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3. And then finishing up with a 4th one, not from the ult, but he got the quad kill to finish things off. And that is going to be it from us tonight. Thank you guys so much for watching all night and all of our Overwatch action. It was a fun one to be able to cast Overwatch on a Wednesday. Not usually my day for Overwatch, but we had a couple of reschedules around the league, so allowed me to come in here and get it done. Remember, tomorrow night we're gonna have more Overwatch Navy action, ECAC tomorrow for you guys to enjoy, and on Friday more Overwatch. If you guys weren't ready for this much Overwatch, just Get some popcorn out, get some snacks. Make sure you're here on Friday night as well. Gold team plays at 7 o'clock. And then at 9, we're going to be able to see the white team go out and try to claim victory themselves. And again, for people that were watching Rocket League a little bit earlier, your standings for today, they lost 4-0 to the Montana Grizzlies silver team. Your Navy Rocket League. Gold Rocket League did not play tonight. Smash Bros. Big wins all around last night. I think Navy team won handily, Gold team won handily, and White team put up a good effort. I don't think they got it done, and then Blue team, I don't know if they played last night or not. I think they did. Cannot remember for the life of me. But anyway, that's going to be all we have here tonight. I'm the infamous JV Band JV coming to you from beautiful Storm Lake, Iowa. And I'll be back here tomorrow night for even more Overwatch action.